Alright, so this question reads, a competition is being held to select a design for Yancy College's new Student Union building. Each of 6 architects, Green, Jackson, Liu, Mertz, Pete, and Valdez, has submitted exactly one design. There are exactly 6 designs, and they are presented one at a time to the panel of judges, each design being presented exactly once, consistent with the following conditions. Okay, so we have the architects, and we have the 6 designs presented one at a time, and now we can hit the rules. Rule number 1. Mertz's design is presented at some time before Liu's and after Pete's. Okay, so we know that Liu can't be first because we have Mertz and Pete before it, meaning Liu also can't be second, right? Likewise, Pete can't be 5th or 6th, and we know since Mertz has one architect before and one architect after, Mertz can't be first, and Mertz can't be 6th. Okay, rule number 2. Green's design is presented either at some time before Jackson's or at some time after Liu's, but not both. So that means if Green is not before Jackson, so if Green is after Jackson, then Liu will be before Green. Or if Green is before Liu, then Green is also before Jackson. Now remember, we have a not both, which means we also have the option of Green being before Jackson, which means Green is before Liu, and if Liu is before Green, then Jackson is before Green as well. Okay, rule number 3. Valdez's design is presented either at some time before Green's or at some time after Pete's, but not both. Now it's the same situation. Remember, we either have Valdez before Green or Valdez will be after Pete. Okay, so again, how we draw this is similar to how we drew rule number 2. We're saying that if Valdez is not before Green, so if Green is before Valdez, then Pete will be before Valdez. And likewise, if Valdez is before Pete, meaning Pete is not before Valdez, then Valdez will be before Green. Remember, the not both part here has to show both sides of it. So meaning if Pete is before Valdez, then Green is going to be before Valdez. And if Valdez is before Green, then Valdez will be before Pete. And so those are all the deductions we can make. We have our setup, our rules, and our deductions. Now let's go ahead and hit the questions.